Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions. I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie. The Hydra, otherwise known as the Lernaean Hydra, was a large snake-like monster popular in Greek mythology. In the mythology, it was eventually killed by the divine hero Heracles, and of course, in the 1997 Disney film, it was slain by the golden-voiced Hercules. But what if it was not a creature of myth or a character in the best Disney film ever, but it actually existed? Let's explore. If you want more what if videos, check out our biggest what ifs playlist on the channel. Now get ready, it's time to ask the question, what if the Hydra was real? The Hydra has been depicted in a number of different fictional worlds, each describing slight differences. Even within Greek mythology, there is some disagreement as to the qualities of the Hydra. Everyone knows about its ability to regrow heads after one has been removed. We've all seen Hercules, we're hip to the Hydra. But various accounts tell of differing traits. Images of the Hydra have been found on bronze fibulae dating back to 700 BC, showing a six-headed beast. However, in the writings of Alcaeus in 600 BC, the creature had 9 heads, while later work by Simonides would claim it to have 50. Similarly, its ability to regenerate these heads differs from writer to writer. Some have it regaining 2, some 3, and some don't bother to specify. So in the face of this uncertainty, this video will take the most commonly known version of this, where it begins with just 1 head and grows 3 new ones for each head that is chopped off. Because Hercules rocks! So what would happen if this beast was actually real? Well, back in the day, it would be absolutely terrifying, but quite avoidable. The Hydra would be a significant danger and would take a number of lives, but people would simply be able to flee from it. Most depictions of the Hydra are not particularly fast-moving, and while it would be rough to pack up and leave your home, that's a lot better than getting eaten by the Hydra. This would cause ancient humans to become more nomadic in areas inhabited by the Hydra. You would want to be able to pick up and move on little notice to avoid the beast. It's likely that people would move far away to escape it, but in ancient times you couldn't just hop on a plane and jet off across the world. Travel took time. This would have pretty significant effects on history. However, as fearsome as this beast would be, eventually technology would catch up to it. But before we get into that, we should address the elephant in the room. If you're up against a giant creature that gains 3 heads every time you chop one off, stop chopping off heads. It's true that in the mythology, the creature was defeated by cauterizing the wounds of chopped off heads, but in reality, people would likely realize that the way to deal with the beast would be to attack the body and attempt to strike its heart, rather than playing into its hands by allowing it to gain more heads. As I was saying, upon the invention of firearms or explosives, we would likely be able to kill the beast with ease, attacking from afar and focusing on the body, not the heads. It's possible that this would actually occur even sooner, since there would be a good deal of pressure to invent something that could deal with the Hydra. By the industrial age, it's likely that humanity would be capable of killing the creature with weaponry. It's even possible that we wouldn't need this kind of technology. Humans have learned to deal with dangerous beasts in a number of ways over the years. One example that could be relevant to the Hydra is the way in which indigenous people of North America, specifically those living on the plains, would hunt buffalo. These are animals that were very dangerous to hunt the old-fashioned way, but by causing them to stampede off a cliff, the people were then able to collect the meat from their corpses. Sadly, this is believed to have resulted in a great deal of waste and depletion of resources. With the Hydra, that wouldn't be much of a concern. It's even possible that early people, like the ancient Greeks, would be able to kill the beast without the use of heroes like Hercules/Heracles, using some sort of trap. This could be very similar to the buffalo technique, attempting to lure it off a cliff, or it could involve trapping it inside a cave by collapsing it around the beast. However, it's possible that tricks wouldn't even be necessary. Ancient Greece had a number of powerful siege weapons at its disposal, such as the catapult and the ballista. As long as they were aimed for the body and avoided taking out the heads, there's a good chance they'd be able to kill the beast right there. And now we return to our question, what if the Hydra was real? Well, it really wouldn't be that bad. It would be scary and some would die, but humanity would likely be able to kill it regardless of the time period. It wouldn't take long to realize that chopping off 1 head caused it to grow more back, and people would quickly learn to aim for the body rather than the head. So its many heads likely wouldn't be an issue as long as the people weren't as stupid as Hercules. Whether it was through traps, siege weapons, industrial era weaponry, or modern bombs and firearms, humanity would likely find a way to kill the beast without requiring any heroes. Because it's really not that hard to just not chop its head off. Thank you for watching Life's Biggest Questions. I hope this was interesting and informative, and maybe even inspired you to look into it further on your own. If you like this video, please thumbs up and subscribe to the channel down below. While you're down there, let me know what you'd do if you ran into the Hydra. Until next time, I'm Ron Mackenzie Lafergie with Life's Biggest Questions, wishing you the best of luck on your quest for answers.